So you may be wondering, how do I turn my art, my watercolors, my acrylics into a product? So in today's video, I am going to show you exactly that. So I painted this a long time ago. It doesn't have to be the same composition, but I used all these elements and I turned it into a beautiful t-shirt. So this is printed onto the t-shirt, and it's not a vinyl, and it's not going to peel. Basically, I am also going to show you how you can brand your t-shirts so they don't have the tag. This is a Bella and Canvas, but you don't really know that because you don't have the Bella and Canvas tag. So in today's video, again, I am going to show you how to digitize your art and turn it into product. It can be a little bit tedious, the process through Photoshop or Procreate, but it's absolutely 100% worth it. And I hope you stick with it, and I will show you in the best possible way that I can to do it in Photoshop. So let's just jump right into the video, and I'll jump into my computer and show you how to do it. Oh, and FYI, you do not need a scanner. Absolutely everything that I do for my business and my art is literally on my phone. So I take a picture with my phone. You have to have a good phone, and then digitize it from there. You do not need a scanner. Thing that we want to do is go into a print provider like Printify, so we understand how big our canvas needs to be. So if you want to print on a blanket, on a journal, on a t-shirt, there's like plenty of products. But for today's video, we are going to print t-shirts. So in the t-shirt tab, we are going to choose the Bella and Canvas, which is what I printed. In the intro for my sample, I need a provider that has the neck labels, because I'm going to show you how to put the neck labels for your own logo. And then you can do branded inserts, and it needs to be the location in the US. So I'm going to go ahead and say start designing, and what is important here is the print area, 4500 by 5100, 300 dpi. This is what we're going to put into our Photoshop file, because this is the print area that is the maximum print area that we need to use. So is 4551. So we're going to go ahead and go into Photoshop, and we're going to do a new file, and we're going to do pixels 4500 by 5100 and 300 dpi with a transparent background. It's important to have a transparent background for our PNG. So we're going to go ahead and create. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our picture that we had of the flower that we want, and we're going to go ahead and open it as a new file. So what I like to do first is to crop my image so it only has like the artwork that I need, so I don't have my fingers in there, the edge of the paper, and again, I'm not using any of this green foliage, so I never know how to get rid of this little thing. And this looks good. We have our image like this. We want to go ahead and change the background to a workable layer, so layer 0, and we're going to choose the background layer, so all this white background layer, and we're going to go ahead and delete it. That gets rid of the paper in general, but now we would have to go into all the green things that we don't want, so we just want the flowers. I don't know what this is. Select similar. So it's going to select all the things that are similar in color to this green layer. So say for instance, I still want to keep the center of my flowers here. Alright, so now I have all my flowers still non-selected, and I'm gonna go ahead and delete all the green stuff. With the lasso tool, I'm gonna still bring in I'm gonna start bringing in my flowers in different layers. So I select all of this and I control copy and control paste in here, and I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, and it's gonna look great. So that's how we start. So that's what I'm gonna do with all my flowers. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose them individually. I don't know how to get rid of this little thing. Now that I have all my flowers in different layers right here, I can just go ahead and place them and copy them and duplicate them or whatever I want to do with my flower layout. And maybe I'll copy this here at the bottom. For the intensive purposes of this video, I'm not going to get super detailed into the design of all these elements. I like to put a dark background and see which parts I want to like keep or delete or erase. So if I want to delete all these little white, all these little white areas, I can go ahead and do that. Or if there's little parts like this that I don't like, I can go ahead and use the eraser tool and erase these little things. So now let's say that we like our composition and we like the way that everything looks. You deleted all the white stuff, all the things that you like or that you don't like. And let's go ahead and delete this background layer. And we're gonna go ahead and grab this. We know that we have a transparent background because all of this little like checker pattern. So that means that it's a background, empty background. So we're gonna go ahead and we're going to put merge visible. If you flatten the image, it's gonna create a white background. We don't want that. So we're gonna create a merge visible layer. So once it's all in one layer, we're gonna go ahead and file, save as, and we need to keep it here as a PNG. So let's say we save. So this is the t-shirt that we had, and then we're going to add a new device. So add a new design for my device. Choose the file that we just created, the PNG. We're gonna bring it in and see how it says that it's a high resolution at 300 dpi. So this is the entire t-shirt. So if we do preview, we see roughly what it's going to print like and what it's going to look like on a person. So I think these flowers might be a little bit big, so you can go back and hit edit and you can like change it a little bit. You can go ahead and like kind of do that, and you can also select different colors right here. So I like the heather navy and it looks really good on the heather navy. You can choose all kinds of colors here. So let's imagine we just select ban and we're going to save our product. So that is for a t-shirt. So now, actually, what we need to do also is the neck inner label. So this is the label that I showed you in the intro, where like you put your logo in here. So you put your logo. So I brought in my logo, and you can just like replace it. You can put like your company name, whatever you want. So the t-shirt is not going to have a tag. So again, now we're going to save our product. And you can see what it probably would look like on a person, all the mock-ups, and also it shows you that it has an inner label. So that is how you create. So I'm going to just save this as draft because I don't want to publish it to my store. But something that you can do also is you can go back into Printify and say now you want to put it on a phone case. So you don't have to redesign the whole thing all over again. What you can do is you start designing. So you go ahead, start design, and from your library, you already have all your designs in here. So you can just grab any of the designs that you already have, and you can go ahead and like play with them a little bit. You can like come here, and then you can like see how like we have an empty layer in the background. So we can just like do a duplicate and like try to do different layouts. Actually, this is kind of cute. And then you can say flip it on this side. You can make it a little bit smaller so it fits here in the corner, or rotate it so it actually fits a little better. Oh, I think I like this. All right, so imagine you like this. This layout is good. With the exact same Photoshop file, PNG file that you created, you can do a lot of different products. So here you can see kind of like what it would look like on the actual case. I would have to add a little bit more flowers here at the side, I guess. But you can just duplicate the same layer and create a really fun and beautiful pattern. So I think this is I'm gonna save this as a product. Actually came out pretty good, and I'm gonna save it as a draft. So again, you can do this for anything that you want to put on in the Printify. There's t-shirts, bikinis, whatnot. Say on a bag, you can still use the same design. So you go back into your library and you go ahead and put your design that we just created. You put it here, then you go ahead and copy that and put it on the other side. Then you hit preview, and here it is in just simple mockups. You can buy mockups again in a different website like Etsy or whatnot. And this is how I create basically all my products. You don't need to have different designs for different products. You can have the same design, the same PNG, and just apply it to different products. So basically that is what I do for my store, where I have, say for instance, the floral design. So I have it here in a comfort colors, and I have it here in a Bella and canvas. So I don't have a lot of stuff going on in my store right now. I'm currently still working on it, but I have, for instance, I have this nutcracker pattern design on mugs, on these like different color mugs, but I also have it in a tote bag. So I have this different design, the same design but now in a tote bag, and I also have it on a desk mat. So I'm using the exact same pattern for different products. So that's how you can create a pattern or a design and put it in different products. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and you found it useful. If you have any questions about the technique, about the Photoshop, about Printify, let me know in the comments. I am here to help and to make sure that you guys understand the process on how to translate your art into products.